All right, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, 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 Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and honors and salutations to all you Akim out there that's laboring in this truth and sincerity without wavering. And this lesson, we're going to call it The Nations Are Gearing Up for War. And, of course, this is talking about World War III. It tells you in Revelations, the third world cometh quickly, and it's happening, man. You know, basically it's happening, and it's going to end ultimately. Ultimately, what's going to end everything is the nuclear missile. So that's why the Spirit, through the Spirit, I like to always speak on this. It's watching it as well as other prophecies, but this is one of the other key prophecies, because as you see, this devil's here. He's which we can't even speak about the other thing without them, clipping our video. But everybody sees it, you know what I'm saying? So it sometimes, sometimes nothing needs to be said. Everybody see what it is. Like, in them things when, you and another person, y'all know what's going on. You looking at like, yep. The people that's open, mainly the elect of Israel, the prophets, we see these things. We see them come out with this crime and that, and the fact that they taking our videos down, which they did over the weekend, which is heavy because I didn't know it, but the brother said the chariots was in the background because it was two sets of videos, and in the video, the Spirit God held out night. He was saying, him and Tazion, they were saying something about, they were speaking about how you got all this other bullshit on the internet that they allow, and you can't speak about the people that are in power. If you want to know who's in power, it's the people you can't speak about. The brother was bringing out that quote and certain things like that. And we ain't say nothing offensive, but they took the video down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this devil is doing. But the thing is, it don't matter if it don't matter what you do. You can't stop this from happening. You know what I'm saying? The Lord already said what he was going to do. And that's why I'm going to bring this out real quick. 2 Corinthians 13 and around 8, right? It says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. You see? So you can't stop the prophecies, man. That's what the Lord said in Isaiah 55, right? You can't stop the rain, man. You can't stop the rain when it falls, man. And the prophecies, the Lord said he's going to bring them down like the rain. All right, I'm going to get straight to it. Isaiah 55 and 8. He said, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and it returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and make it bring forth, excuse me, maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. You see? So now that's heavy, man. So when you see this thing happening, this is the Lord causing his word to prosper. All right? Even though a lot of people think that, it's just talk, they always been talk. It ain't, it ain't never been to the level where it's at now, because why? We're at the end of this man's kingdom, the very last days. So you see this from Caitlin Johnstone, nuclear war is getting increasingly likely, right? It says a provocative U.S. threatens to move nukes to Poland, ignores Moscow's red lines, and stokes a Cold War rhetoric against China. Why is Washington always so belligerent and happy to take the world to the brink of Armageddon? Now that goes into the scriptures, which is Armageddon, which is the mount of the troops, all right? The mount of the troops, because the Lord is assuming, which going back, Zephaniah, the third chapter, Zephaniah 3, and let me see, I start at 8. It said Zephaniah 3, man, I start at 5. It said, the just Lord is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Anybody that dies, it wasn't nothing, no wickedness involved, or the Most High is the author of death, and everybody that died deserved it. All right, or shit, the hell we caught, we deserved it. Every last thing we went through, we deserved even more for all the iniquities that we did. But the Most High said He'll have mercy upon whom He have mercy, and that's the bottom line. It says every morning doth He bring His judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Right, these people of the world, these people that's not, in the truth, they don't know no shame. In other words, here it is. You see, niggas is dying for selling drugs, for being wicked, committing adultery. Right, you got niggas dying in the middle of committing adultery. The niggas, the women, but you still got these people. They're like, oh, well, that's him. That ain't gonna happen to me. Like it says in Amos, they say this is our people saying that ain't gonna happen to them. But see, they tune changed a year ago when Esau came with this pandemic, a little over a year maybe, and things started changing drastically, man. Now you got terror and fear in people, man. People, and people that were weak and got, zapped, okay, so to speak. They got federally zapped or by the state. The state zapped them. And now some of them didn't make it. The ones around were jacked up. The ones that made it through, they're nervous now because now they're saying you're at risk for something even greater. So you got caught, in that web of deception, man. You see? But hey, that's their judgment, man. The Most High is righteous in everything He do. He said, I've cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed so that there is no man, that there is none inhabitant. And that's what's really going to happen. America is going to actually be a fucking desert area, man. The Most High going to turn America into a lake of fire. And then as well as these other nations too, because America's going to shoot missiles as well. All right, this is a nuclear war, man, meaning people are going to be throwing missiles at each other, so to speak. But really, it's going to be the Lord. The Most High is the one that's going to really, because the missiles are known as the arrows, and the Most High is the archer, all right? Because He controls the mind of the kings of these nations, the ones that have the security codes and that can push the button or whatever, all right? And overall, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So the Most High is going to make this thing happen, baby. The Most High is going to make it happen, and it's happening. And that's why, hey, through all the bullshit we go through, we don't give a damn because we know that this place is about to be out of here, man. You can sit there and say what you want, try to argue, big man. You ain't stopping nothing, man. This is the Lord is going to do these things. And we for it, man. You be a demon to be, you be a wicked nigga that sit there and be against the plans of the Most High. The Lord already said His purpose is to destroy America off the face of the earth. So that's why we see the things happening that we see. You see, because this is the Most High's doing. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. Thou wilt receive instruction. So their dwelling should not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them. But they rose early and corrupted all their doings. And especially our people, man. Because see, the white man is supposed to be the devil. You got niggas out there that sit there, they don't like us getting on Jake or whatever. The Most High, it's not us. It's the Heavenly Father that's getting on the 2/3. The Heavenly Father's allowing, because He's punishing them. All right? Because why? They ain't wake up. And they can't say they didn't know at this point. Verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord. So we're not to sit there and engage in any type of combative bullshit or any type of, you got a lot of different groups that, hey, and that's what they doing. That's what they doing. That's not us. The Most High command us to do none of that stuff, man. March with weapons and what's the difference between you and these other jughead Proud Boys or whatever that, and most of these people are set up by the government anyway, man. All right, they sit there and to the people the ringleaders of that foolishness, man. You're not beating this government with your little guns and I mean, yeah, they work good on niggas in the hood. The choppers hit a nigga, dump a clip. But what do you do? What are you gonna do to a damn fucking drone that's shooting fucking military assault rifle missiles, man, dumping hundreds of clips at you per minute, per second? What are you gonna do, man? Esau could send a drone and spray a whole damn crowd of people, man. You see? And then they could say, oh, it was hacked. They could, and you people be stupid enough to believe it. They could say, oh, we don't know where it came from. It was a rope, we're under, you know what I'm saying? So that's not the way. The Lord said, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that's what we've been doing. We're going to continue to do what we've been doing until the day that I rise up to the prey. Okay, so now the predator is going to turn into the prey. Because why? These devils been hunting us down throughout ages, for these past centuries, man. All right? They hate, their level of hate for has been what is even, they try to hide it, but now they can't even hide it no more. They don't even care to hide it. You see, but the Lord is going to turn them into the prey because the Most High got them set up, man. That's why you see America falling apart, man. You know, you got the what is it, smash and grab, and they're going into these, you know, with 50 different cars blocking the way, going up there, smashing, taking what they want, they looting, they rioting, protesting, right? They sitting up there tearing up the farmland, right? They doing all kind of things are happening, setting up these shortages with the food shortages, making it to where, you know, through that blockchain nonsense, to where you can't get material, and if you do get it, it's at a high rate where you can't afford it, and then some people that need certain things, like, you know, for their house, like most, see, and that's why a lot of people are gonna be messed up, man. They're not used to roughing it out, man. And the winter is like one of the worst times to go through shit. You see what I'm saying? And they do these things on purpose. People are like, oh, why do they want to do it now? Well, one, that's when people are asleep, they all in that bullshit, demonic Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, you know, Valentine's Day, and all these other stupid demonic days. People are all bugged out over these damn wicked satanic holidays. So they sleep. They're not paying attention. Everybody in that fa la 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 type spirit, man. You see? So it's a perfect time to get niggas, man. Then on top of it, in the cold weather, it puts more hell upon you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know, especially in there's certain areas, I mean in the Northeast, here it gets cold as shit. But man, in Chicago, that's why I big up them brothers in Chicago, that Midwest, you know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers, man, Indiana, Wisconsin, and all of them areas, man. Next to, you know, what is it, Michigan River or Lake or whatever, Lake Michigan. And then the brothers up there in Canada, because, man, it get at least 30 degrees colder than it do out here. And it be cold as fuck out here. It be frostbite. Out there, it be so cold, you know, you can throw the water up in the air and it turn into ice before it hit the ground and shit, man, some days, man. Pipes busting and everything. You see what I'm saying? So now imagine having to live out in the straight up cold, and old people, babies, right? You ain't got no heat. You ain't got no electricity. Well, guess what? These devils, this is what they planning on doing. And a lot of people are going to be messed up, man. They're going to be messed up. Okay? They're going to be messed up in these times that are coming. And then on top of it, but see, this is the Lord's doing, so we shouldn't fear, man. We just got to trust in the Lord. Like he said, wait upon him. Okay? He said, look, for my determination is to gather the nations. And that's what's happening. The nations are being gathered. That's why you got China sitting there shooting these, making these new missiles. The Lord is putting the spirit on them to get, you know, whether they got the scientists or Russia hits them off on a low, or, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is the one ultimately behind that, because why? He's going to use that to what? To destroy this place, man. You see? So it says, to assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, the wrath, the righteous anger of the Lord, the wrath of the Lord, man. This is a day that has never been saw. And we always speak about it, because why? This is what's coming, man. And you ain't got to take our word, like we say. If you ain't feeling us, you don't believe what we're saying, you don't like what we're saying, then fine. You just go about your business and just die. Okay? And trust me, it's not going to be what you think it is. A lot of people think that they're ready to die or whatever. And Biggie Smalls had an album called Ready to Die. In all reality, the nigga was the total opposite. He wanted to live. He ain't want to die. His last interviews, he was scared. And that's because, too, he's a part of the insider. He knew about the sacrifices. He'd been in these different clubs and everything. Not even just the clubs. These, late night demonic rituals and parties and stuff. They had that they've been had that going on. Anybody that's at the top of hip hop, they've been to these meetings. They know about these things. They're willing participants, man. Willing to sacrifice. That's why you hear about a lot. But it's the Most High overall, because he's bringing that down. But the point of the matter is that what? He said he was ready to die, but then he was scared. He's like, I don't want to die I don't want to go there. I'm scared. People calling me, threatening me. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is going, if you ain't with the truth, the Lord going to get you, man. And you ain't as ready as you think you are, man. Okay? You ain't as ready as you think you are, man. The Most High is the King of tears, man, on all levels. But this is what the Lord said. He said he's going to pour into them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, which is going into what? These nuclear missiles, man. You see? It says now, going back to the article, it says while mainstream Western media have been spending their time trolling about missing, that tennis bitch that they probably done killed her. You know they got doubles and everything. But what's been going on behind? And they always do that. They always have stories that, like they had that bitch that was missing, and then they found the dude later, his remains. There's always, in most times, always some damn cracker bitch that come from, probably a wealthy family or Midwest or some shit like that, and it makes the news. And you got niggas sitting there praying for these like they don't even know these people. These people they hate your guts. If you check their history, some of them were part of the different rallies. They're part of the Klan or whatever. That what I'm saying. But Jake is so stupid. They be But now what's really is going on is what? It's a war that's being staged, man. So that's why everybody's worrying about, how I'm gonna do this, getting property, getting people running around, going crazy, and thinking that, yeah, we're gonna build this house, we're gonna do this, we're gonna be smart, we're gonna get our credit. That shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day. Now, of course, believing brothers and sisters, we're in there. So if you, whatever the spirit had you buy a house or car, anything, just remember what the scriptures say: they that possess as though they possess not. All right, meaning in everything we got or whatever, because you gotta stay somewhere, whatever. But everything is temporary, man. Everything is subject to change by the second, less than a second, and you got to be ready to change and not look back, man. When it's time to leave, because brothers got cars or things that they might like, favorite shoes, favorite pants, whether they cheap or expensive or whatever, they feel good to you. You got your favorite dish, your favorite, pastry or whatever. Man, listen, I don't know, whatever brings you joy in this wicked as hell. Man, this shit is all temporary, man, and that's the difference. We know that. We ain't looking for this shit. We looking for the what? The new heavens, which is the kingdom. All right, New Jerusalem, should I say? But it says that if it said hardly any coverage has gone toward NATO's announcement that if the new German government does not continue to allow U.S. nuclear weapons on its soil, and they're always telling people that they got to put away their nuclear weapons, right? They talk about we got to make an arms to get peace, showing you that they don't want no fucking peace, man. Like it says in Psalms, the ultimate hypocrites, man. All right, was it Psalms? Let me get that real quick. 55, is it? Right, Psalms 55, and I start at 19. It said, "The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old." See, the Lord's getting ready to punish these devils, even with all their toys, all their weapons that they think they got, because this devil is proud as hell, man. All right, but these things that are happening, are things that they cannot stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the Lord is just drawing this devil into his destruction. Like if you vacuuming, the closer you get to that piece of paper or dust, it's inevitable it's going to get sucked right into the vacuum. Well, America's getting sucked right into the vacuum of destruction, man. That's what this all means. And as well as these other nations, because they don't have next. They're not going to be the next rulers. All right? It says, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. And these devils don't fear the Most High. That's why, and even the Apostle, who was the Apostle Rhymelot, I think, yeah, it was him. He sent me a sign that was forwarded, a picture, pardon me, of a Roman Catholic church where they said not even the blood of Jesus could help you from, from the night train. So the thing is that, which they talking about Caesar Borgia anyway, that other white meat. But that's why they make statements like that. Because why? They're not really, that's just a rituals, man. There's no real belief in the Heavenly Father in these Roman Catholic, any of these churches really. That's why when the government come with these different demonic and wicked devices, they're all in, and that's why they push you getting the jab. But it said he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Now the first thing that come to your mind is what? Gad and Reuben and the rest of the indigenous tribes, the so-called Native American Indian tribes. All right, and then you go into as well the head tribe, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi too, from when they got them in the slave trade. So it said he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. So don't ask why these things are happening. Don't ask why the Most High is going to smoke the so-called white man. Don't ask why. Don't ask why he's going to destroy 2/3 of our people. Don't ask why, because it's right there. All right? And if for you not knowing, then that's your problem. That's your issue. It's out there. We reading it. You don't got to believe it, but we reading it, man. Said he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. And if you can't understand that this devil, he'd sit there and tell you just recently, I mean, going back to the Native American Indians, how many so-called peace treaties did they sign and they kept none of them? Over hundreds, if not thousands, and they kept none of them. They said, oh, we're going to go in there and peacefully march, and then they end up start slaughtering Gad. Same thing they did with Jake, all right? And the only reason why they didn't kill all of it because they wanted slaves. You see? But just like right now, they broke their covenant. They told you, oh, if you do take this such and such, you better go right back to your normal life. Guess what? You ain't never going back to your normal life. And there are lockdowns that are on the verge of happening again. Certain cities, countries, states, okay, and they doing this on purpose. We've been telling you that it ain't over. People sitting there thinking that, you know, they let them back outside, let them start working. And look what happened. Ain't nothing returned to nothing. Everything is fucked up. How many people had to close their businesses? How many restaurants are still empty? You understand? So it said the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So this man is all about war, man. Harbinger of death. There's a video, apostle, one of the apostles, I think it was Apostle Ron Lob and another brother made. That's the so-called white man. That's what's in his mind is war. So that's what this is all about. So they saying NATO's announcement, if the new German government does not continue to allow U.S. nuclear weapons on its soil, and seeing a lot of these issues that happen, like you got with the Ukraine versus Russia, well, that's really U.S. versus Russia. Because why? The U.S., you know, which Ukraine is a big country, and they got their territories, their different satellite areas that are located within it. Why you think they're interested in Poland? So that way they can try to keep one up on Russia, all right, which is right next door. So these are war games that have been played. They never stop playing these war games, man. And it's because the Most High put it in them, man. We're going to read on, and Lord willing, we get to Jeremiah. The Lord said, the mighty men of Babylon have been foreborn to fight. The reason why they were created, matter of fact, hold up. Let's just go there right now. All right, let's see. All right, this is Jeremiah 51, and I'll start at 27. Slakia. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 27. It says, set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations. And this is what we're doing. This land is really speaking about America, man. And America is modern day Babylon. America actually encompasses all these ancient wicked ass kingdoms in one. If you want to go get technical and go deep into it. But it's speaking about what? This land is America. And it's the standard, that's the prophets blowing the trumpet of truth. All right, about the prophecies that the Lord is coming back. Yahweh Shai is returning. And right before Yahweh Shai returns, you're going to have all these nations and their armies and their military gathered, which we see this happening. So how could you say that this Bible doesn't hold no weight? This is not the book of truth. But reading on, it says, set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her, against America, man. All right, because why? All these other nations, which the scriptures tell you that they shall hate the whore. All right. And then in Obadiah, it tells you that the men of thy confederacy. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let me just pull it up and read it. Let's get to the point real quick. Verse 7. Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Right. So all these other nations that's in league with America, United States, or whatever, now they're eventually turning on them. And that's why, and even amongst NATO, a lot of these nations that are in NATO, they can't stand America, man. You know, and the Lord is going to put the spirit on them. That's why the Lord already put the hooks pretty much in Russia's jaw. That's why Russia, you know, every minute you see them test, which I got another article with Russia. They're testing their missiles too. Everybody's testing their long-range missiles, man. Why you think they're doing that, man? What the hell is the purpose of them doing these things, man? And seeing this is why, you know, Jake got to stop playing, man. If you call yourself sincere, you saying you here to work, you know, you got to stop playing all them games, because a lot of you niggas play games, man. And you playing games with the wrong one. The Lord said he's not mocked, man. You want to sit there and perpetrate the fraud like you an Israelite and you know that you a stone cold bloody ass nigga, man. Grimy, low life nigga. All right, the prophets wasn't no fucking grimy, low life niggas, man. Okay? They weren't no cutthroat, stab you in the back type niggas, man. There wasn't no fucking niggas that was dealing with witchcraft and, you know. They wasn't like that, man. They were solid men of the Lord, dedicated, humble men. Okay, faithful, all right? That trusted in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's who the Lord is looking at, man. Them that be of a broken heart and a contrite spirit. The Most High ain't looking for, you know, you got a lot of Jake that be putting on, you know. And then you got the Jakes that do the disappearing act that you hear Apostle Tahar talks about all the time. See guys, they be doing, you know, especially when the weather breaks. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to go outside. You know, Jake might want to go outside and have a cookout, workout, whatever. Then they might start bringing their camera out, blow the dust off of it. You see? You know, a lot of camps, a lot of Israelites you might have seen out there during the summer. You're not going to see them out there during the winter. It's too cold. They're going to make all kind of excuses of why not to do the work of the Lord. But at the end of the day, the Most High sees it all, man. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai see it all. That's why you're supposed to continue. Okay? Continue in the things that you were taught. You're not supposed to stop. You know? You're not supposed, regardless of whatever hell you're going through or whatever, because we're supposed to go through hell. Okay? That's what this thing is about. Who the fuck said it's supposed to be easy street, man? All right? We going to be in the fire, of course. We in the fire, and we're going to be in the fire until Yahweh Shai get us up out of here, man. All right? We ain't got no power of our own, man. I mean, it's truth, which is it's more powerful than any two-edged sword. And that's why they, you know, they can't touch us, so to speak. That's why they trying to break us down, infiltrate us, send spies, trying to link us to shit they know we ain't got nothing to do with. You know, these different false flags and these crisis actors and these, you know, niggas that they setting up to try to infiltrate the real Israelites. But they can't touch us, man, because they know in the spirit who we are, man. We're just prophesying. The things we're saying, are they not happening? Okay, are they not pushing the charagma? It's to the point now you can't even say the name of it, man. Honestly, I ain't never think we wouldn't be able to say, you know, the you know what, you know, the charagma, I'll say. All right, but that's how messed up Esau is, man. They're not allowing you to say things. Like I said, he clipped the video the other day, the camp video, and we ain't say nothing, you know, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? We just spoke truth. But in the video, the brother said they're gonna take your video down. We said, yeah, they might even take, you know, they study all the algorithms they got, especially when it comes to Great Millstone, man. You know, the elder apostles on down, the men of Great Millstone, that are cut from that same cloth of Yahweh Shai. They look for us, man. You know, I mean, they watch other groups because they know that they learning through us that the Most High got us elect throughout the four corners of the earth, and we know that there's elect that's in these other groups that are sincere, and they coming out of these groups. All right, you got, you know, how many brothers that even in the main camp got brothers that was once in IUIC or this camp, the Sakaris, ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody left in GOCC that's, you know, because boy, he have you believing in some fucking cartoon shit, man. But anyway, Salakia, brothers, you know, I kind of went off the track. Let's get back on the track, man. Salakia. Obadiah 1:7. It said, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. Because why? The Most High is going to be with Russia and these other countries for their missiles to basically wipe Esau out, man. So that's why it says, set you up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Mini, and Ashkenaz, which is in areas, you know, Ararat, over there in Turkey, Many over there, which I believe they says Armenia. So that's all in that area, that same area of Turkey. So, which is which was before called Togama, Tubal. Okay, which you read. Matter of fact, let me go there real quick. In Ezekiel, it's saying the same thing as we read in Ezekiel, basically those areas. But see, the thing is, the Most High, raising these countries up to where they got nuclear capability, so they could fire off as well if America tries to fire off on them. And they're having a lot of close calls right now these past couple of days. So we'll see what happens, man. You know, we at the end of this so-called year, 2021, as Apostle Tahar coined it, the year of the hastening of the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we're going to see what's going to happen in these last 30 days, 31, 32, whatever it is of this year. Because this year is just about a wrap. 2022 is coming in, all right? 2022 is coming in. And like we said last year in 2020, because people was like, oh, man, RIP 2020. We can't wait for 2020 to be over. Take it off the books. Let that year never happen. And then we said, wait a minute, 2021 is going to be even worse. What the fuck you talking about? Well, guess what? 2022 is going to be even worse than 2021, all right? All right, because this baby is about to be delivered. Just like the scriptures speak about a woman in travail, and then when the woman comes closer to having that baby, the labor pains get stronger and more intense. Don't expect nothing to lighten up, man. Shit's going to be tough and hard, all right? And then these women, boy, Micah 7:10, Isaiah 32, many days, many years shall you be troubled. Yeah, they're going to feel the effect, man. They ain't going to be getting away with murder no more, man. You know? But anyway, what was that? Ezekiel 38. All right, this is Ezekiel 38 and 1. It said, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, damn, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. You see, the Gog and Magog is speaking about the area we know as Russia today. All right, and then Meshech and Tubal, that area is the area that we read about, like in Ararat, where Mount Ararat is and everything, which is around Turkey. Now, there's certain interests that Russia got over there, as well as the United States, which with the Ukraine and in that area, because these areas are all joined together geographically. All right, so but that's why you have the war games being played, and that's why they're talking about Germany, because see, America like to have their different satellites, you know, posted up into these different areas, so that way they think they'll have the advantage, because it's evident that it's going to be. They know it. Even, you know, bitch ass Biden, that creepy sleepy Joe, the pervert, even he said it's inevitable that we're going to be at war with Russia. It's inevitable. Okay, Ukraine saying, look, we're going to go into nuclear. We're going to go into a war with Russia. As much as they're trying not to, but you know, everything that's leading up to that is going in that direction. It's like that vacuum. That's the way that the Lord is drawing them in. All right, He's drawing them into that direction. So it says, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus saith the Lord. And that's what we lifted that standard up that we was talking about in Jeremiah. That's the prophets. It said, and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. See? So that means Russia, which they are big brother to these nations, all right? And they're going to be, you know, they're going to get into this war as well, too. You see? They're backing Iran and these other countries. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. Because why? The Most High is spinning Russia, spun them back into their old so-called communist ways, the old Soviet Union ways, man. All right, the USSR, and all, you know. So that's why now, and they got the technology to where they're just as strong, if not stronger, than the United States right now. So these are the things that are playing out, and that's why they don't speak too much on these articles, but this is what's really happening, man. Okay, so now it says back in the RT, I'm gonna go back to the scriptures again. You know, Spirit just got me going back and forth. It says those weapons will be relocated to the east of Germany. This would put them closer to Russia's borders. See, a major provocation of Moscow. Yeah, like in other words, that's them trying to start it up. You know, that's a real provocative measure. Like you sitting up there, here it is. You know that we got issues and we got problems and everything, but you're gonna pull up to my doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm supposed to just sit there and just let you pull up to my doorstep and post. You know, nah, you provoking them. But the Lord is doing that. All right, the Lord got them what? as the proverbial saying, poking the bear. Don't poke the bear. When you poke a bear, boy, and remember in Revelation, the 13th chapter, when it speaks about the feet being the bear, that's Russia. Because why? Russia is going to be, the Lord is going to use modern day, what's called Russia today, modern day Russia, to shoot off the nuclear missiles that are going to destroy America, right along with other nuclear missiles that are aimed at America. The Lord is going to allow that to happen. So this is what they're doing. They're poking the bear. It says, in the Western Empire, steadily escalating game of nuclear, steadily escalating game. See, but that's the Mossad. The Mossad said he was going to bring them together. He was going to, the Lord of hosts mustereth the battle. Isaiah 13. So it says, the game of nuclear brinkmanship. Germany can, of course, decide whether there will be nuclear weapon in its country, but the alternative is that we easily end up with nuclear weapons in other countries. This is fucking devil. Job 9:24. And see, and that's why, man, in the script, like, again, you're a fool if you think that this ain't the truth. We ain't got the truth. You out of your mind. What other, then who else, who got the truth then? All right, we showing you as things are playing, these different events that are happening. We're reading it out of the scriptures, man. All right, so now this is Psalms 58:1. It says, do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? All right, speaking about who? The so-called white man, that's running America, and actually the elites, because they're orchestrating all this chaos that's happening. This is all planned chaos, you know? So it says, yea, in heart you work wickedness, right? Meaning in their mind. When they have these different summit meetings, what do you think they planning, man? You really think they trying to plan to bring to stop the pollution and to make the world a better place for you and me? Hell no. They thinking about how to fucking destroy shit, destroy people, destroy the minds, enslave people. All right, how they gonna push their demonic plan? They think it's all treachery and wickedness and murder, right? This is all, because this is what happens here in this society, and that's why they want to sit there and they want to basically, how you say it, they want to strike your videos. They want to try to gag you, or put a gag order, so to speak, where you can't speak on, you know, especially the people that are behind it. You see, which is stupid, because everybody already know. Anybody that got a brain know who's in control of everything, from Hollywood to the people that own the judges, the laws that are created, the money system, the banking system, the Federal Reserve. We know who run all of that stuff, that run the feds and set the rates, that set up this satanic medical system, who set up the pandemic, who set up these puppet leaders that you know, everybody already knows who controls Hollywood. If I ain't say that, the diamond, everybody knows already. You know, everybody know who the big nose people are. All right, with the little tiny hat, little tiny baby hat, you know? Everybody know who they are. So it says, yea, in heart you work wickedness, you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. And does not these nuclear missiles cause violence? That's what made the whole, and not even the nuclear missiles, but the atomic bombs, which can't even, the nuclear missiles is like, shit, the atomic bombs to the millionth power, if you will. In other words, it's way more powerful than an atomic bomb. But an atomic bomb in its day, all right, that was a fat boy or whatever they called it, that they dropped over there in Hiroshima. That was, you see what that did? That did irreparable damage to this day. They got shit that's fucked up from that bombing. But now imagine these bombs. So do they not cause violence? So the Lord said, what? You weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Because why? They go into other people's countries. They send in their armies, so-called taking down these so-called fake dictators or whatever, you know, and then destroying their country, their values, their morals, and then they send their missionaries over there and then they puppets and give them democracy. Everybody knows what goes on, man. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord said, you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. So same thing like with these nuclear missiles. They want motherfuckers, you know, they want motherfuckers to hold their nuclear missiles, things that they don't want other people to have. All right? So it says, the alternatives that will easily end up with nuclear weapons in other countries in Europe, also to the east of Germany. This is what NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said last week. Should NATO decide to move U.S. nuclear weapons to Poland, but they already got them there. You see what I'm saying? For example, that would likely be seen as a step towards angering Moscow. No shit. By bringing them closer to the Russian borders. And that's why, let me see if I got it here. That's why, again, Russia's doing their thing. All right, so now you heard about China's hypersonic missile. You know Russia got it. You know they got one, right? So now this is from CNN. It says Russia says Zircon hypersonic missile hit target in latest test. Russia said on Monday it had carried out another successful test launch of its Zircon hypersonic cruise missile held by Putin as part of a new generation of unrivaled arms system. You see what I'm saying? So this is part of the nuclear war arms race. And why? Why is that? Because why? They know that that's how this bitch is gonna go out, man. It said the missile was fired from the Admiral Gershkov warship in the White Sea and hit a naval target more than 400 kilometers or 250 miles. So, wow. Away. The Defense Ministry, pardon me, the Defense Ministry said in its second test in a fortnight. All right, within fortnight means 2 weeks in a day, like 14 to 15 days. That's what a fortnight is. So these 2 weeks, they were setting these tests up. They've been, see, while people were sitting here talking about, what was the main thing on the news this past week or whatever, right? They're sitting there talking about the tennis bitch, like they said in the other article, talking about bullshit, man. Basically bullshit. They didn't tell you that they were doing this. But after they finished and it was a success, they let you know. So the short video clip showed the missile illuminating the night sky with a burst of white light. You see? So they look, man, it said the United States, China, and North Korea are also involved in the contest to hypersonic missiles because they think it's a game. But they don't know that the Mossad is going to take control of these things, man. You see? And everything is playing out according to the prophecy, man. All right? So now, Ezekiel 38:4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And now you don't think that there's going to be people on horses riding back with, javelins and, swords and no, man. It's speaking about what? Ultimately, it's going into the nuclear missiles, man. I mean, yeah, the army, they got actual armies with tanks but it's the army, like when it goes in Revelation, speak about the horses with the breastplate. That's the missiles, man. Okay, and that's, if you can't see that, then you need to check your vision. Verse 5, it says Persia, all right, which is Iran, right, if I'm not mistaken, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Meaning what? The defense system, the nuclear defense system. A shield and a helmet is to help you defend. Defend against what? An attack from America. Because why? Basically, this is prophesied, man. This is World War III. All right? Gomar and all his bands. The house of Togomar. Yeah, the different parts of Turkey and the surrounding areas, right? It says, of the north quarters. And all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. Thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. See? So that's what's happening right now, man. So, again, in Jeremiah 51, set you up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, against America, call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Mini, and Ashkenazi, which is those same areas throughout Turkey and neighboring and bordering. It said, appoint a captain against her. Cause the horses to come up. These horses, again, are not talking about no regular horses, like a animal. It's talking about the missiles. It says, cause the horses or cause the missiles to come up as the rough caterpillars, man. Because the caterpillar is known for what? If you got caterpillars, they'll eat, they'll eat. If you got them in your house, they can eat through your wood, or they're on a tree, they'll eat, Caterpillars, what? They just keep eating and shit. And slowly and surely they'll destroy, whether they're on a leaf or whatever. All right, the rough caterpillars. You got different type of caterpillars. You got, aggressive caterpillars. You got like worms. You got certain worms that got teeth. All right, the Most High is the highest, man. All right, his ways are uncomprehendable, man. You can't attain to the heights that the Most High created things, man. So it said, let the horses come up as the rough caterpillars, man. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's see what that rough caterpillars, see what that word might be there. See what they got there. All right. Kayalak. Some more? Okay. Some more Kayalak. Let's see. All right. It says, meaning to lick up. Okay. Young locust. Yeah, you got locusts. Locusts destroy your crops. Same thing as a caterpillar. So, America's going to be destroyed by these nuclear missiles. That's why I said let them come up like the rough caterpillar or the rough locust. Early stage of development. Caterpillar as devouring. Okay. Also known as, cankerworm. It says your lock, right? Meaning to lick up. Devourer. Specifically young locust, cankerworm, caterpillar. So, okay, so you see that's what that is, right? And then let me just, oh, my bad. Let's see one more thing. They had the word rough. Let me just see what that word's, basically dealing with a locust and everything. But that's how these missiles are. They're going to consume everything. But it said the rough locust, right? So, Samar, right? It says, bristling rough, okay? Bristling and rough. It says shaggy and rough. Let's see. I mean, some good stuff, but you get the gist of it. I just wanted to see what that said real quick. All right, so now we go back here. Get ready to wrap it up in a few minutes. Lord willing. So now it says, cause the horses to come up as a rough caterpillars. So now that's speaking about the nuclear missiles. Prepare against her the nations against America, the nations with the king of the Medes. You see? The captains thereof and all the rulers thereof and all the land of his dominion. You see? And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon. Okay, which aka America. To make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. To make the land of America a desolation without an inhabitant. So that's why we tell you that this land is going, and see, you can't say that about ancient Babylon. They're still inhabiting it to this day. All right? Over there in, Saudi Arabia and those areas, man, right? It said the mighty men of Babylon have been foreborn to fight. Right, and that's why you got these people that are a part of the military, which a lot of them don't even realize what they're doing, but they were born for that purpose, man, to be in this war and to be destroyed. Okay, it says they have remained in their holds; their might have failed. See, they became as women; they have burned their dwelling places; her bars are broken. All right, meaning America is going to be, everything's going to be destroyed. The defense system, everything. Okay, it's going to be destroyed. And overall, the Lord is going to be the one that's going to light those missiles up and send them over here. And prior to that, Yahweh Shai is going to come with the holy angels. And they're going to be tearing shit up, man. Okay, and that's, like I said, the strength of America and the other nations as well. Their army is going, the strength of them is going to fail them. All right? You see what I'm saying? So it says, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. But now, and the elites that really, because again, creepy Sleepy Joe is just a puppet. The elites that control them, or whatever the case is, they're gonna be in some neutral area. They trying to hide and they trying to go in outer space. They pushing that hard. All right, the scripture's telling you that they try to hide in the earth, and we know that they got bunkers and all that. So they're gonna get word of this destruction, man. All right. It said, and that the passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war were affrighted. Then that goes with 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, where it tells you that how that they were afraid, but durst fight when they seen the chariot that Yahweh Shai came. All right. It said, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon, okay, which America stems from ancient Babylon. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. So now we're in the time of the coming of the harvest of America's destruction. All right. So with that, I'm going to end it there. Give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to say, shalom to you sincere Akim out there. Hopefully you edify. Shalom.